Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. How are you all doing today? Good news, Fernandinho has signed a new contract extension. The absolute Brazilian maestro, the heart of our club, the captain of our club, has signed a new one-year deal, and I'm absolutely delighted. Hello to everyone joining into this live stream. It's good to see so many people here already. Hello to every single one of you. I hope you're all well, I hope you're all good, and I hope you're looking forward to chatting about this big bit of Manchester City news, because it's good news. It's very good news. I do want to say before, and though, please do go and download OneFootball right now in the link in the description. It'd be absolutely awesome if you don't mind. It would genuinely be awesome. OneFootball is great. It really, really is great, and it would mean a lot if you don't mind going download it right now in the link in the description. It's free, it's absolutely fantastic, and you get all the breaking news. Where do you think I found out about Fernandinho? I got it sent straight through to my phone. It helps support my channel, and it's fantastic. Click the link in the description right now, download OneFootball, and get all your Euros goodness at the same time. It's a brilliant app, I promise you. But this is good, man. This is good. This is really good news. I'm happy about this, because Fernandinho, well, mainly I could not take another player leaving at the same time. I didn't need it, man. I didn't need two of our legends leaving in one season. And Fernandinho is unmistakably a legend. He really is. He really is. Oh, someone's talking about the Champions League already. Let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. We don't need to go there. We put that in a box. And we just don't need to open Pandora's box again. Not until next season. For now, let's just revel in the goodness. Let's revel in this good news, because this is genuinely good news. And obviously, it's good news because I think it's necessary as well. I honestly mean this. I think, of course, you know, we're going to have to replace Fernandinho at some point. Maybe Rodri is that guy. But once again, Fernandinho is a leader in this team, and I don't think we really needed to replace him right now. One thing I will say is that I'm happy on a personal level, because I actually think we've got some really good young players, and I wouldn't be surprised if City have taken this into consideration. For me, the young EDS lad, who's just won EDS Player of the Season, I think, did he? Or he won some award anyway. Romeo Lavia is a fantastic young defensive midfielder, and I would not be surprised whatsoever if Manchester City are thinking, actually, if we stand Fernandinho for 1 year, he might be a lot closer to being ready than we realise. I do think, unfortunately for people, if you wanted another midfielder, I think this kind of rules out a defensive midfielder. I know we've been linked to the likes of Douglas Luiz and Bissouma and Locatelli and all that kind of stuff. I can't see any of those players coming to Manchester City now we've extended Fernandinho's. I could be wrong, by the way. I could be wrong, but it just feels like a bit of a logjam in midfield otherwise. Fernandinho is just good to be around, though, given that experience that he's got, given that pedigree that he's got in general. You need someone like him. And to be honest as well, I just want Fernandinho to get the send-off that he deserves, you know. If he'd gone right now, just kind of without really getting a send-off from the fans, it would have been absolutely naff. As it is now, we got him into his 9th season at Manchester City, which is great. You know, I want him to have many seasons in Manchester City shirt, and going out after his 9th would make an awful lot more sense to me personally. Shame he won't make 10, but I can take it, because 9 is still an awful lot of seasons. A quality player, and I'm very happy for him. He's brilliant. I absolutely love Fernandinho, genuinely. I think I love Fernandinho because he feels like us on the pitch, if that makes sense. He really does feel like he plays how we want to play for the club. He defends the club in the way that we would want to defend the club. And you can't help not but love a person who puts their all into the game every single time. Hello to everyone joining the chat, by the way. There's like loads of people watching right now. It's good to see so many familiar names as well. Hello to people like David and Epic and Limpish and LA Sage and VL and Junior and Tibord and all that kind of stuff, and Chaotic Espion and Carlton and Oase. It's good to see you all here. It's good to see. But this is it's good news. Roger saying Fernie is the man. With Rodri, gives us a solid defensive middle. Yeah, I think it's fine for another year. I do think we need the odd signing or two to freshen up the squad, but I do think Fernandinho for another year is totally fine. He's very good. Maybe he should have played in the final, but we're not getting onto that right now. What I will say, it's good news. I'll have a read from ManchesterCity.com, ManCity.com, about Fernandinho. And what it says is Fernandinho has signed a new 1-year contract. The Man City captain has put pen to paper on a deal which keeps him at the club until the summer of 2022, extending his stay at the Etihad Stadium into his 9th season. He went on to say he was interviewed and he said, "In my head and my mind, the job is not done yet. So that's why I decided to stay here another year and try help the club and the team achieve the goals that they're looking for. In my point of view, we can do that. There's still places to improve and to get those targets. And obviously for me and my family, it's a pleasure to stay in Manchester for one more year. If we can keep doing the same way, leading them inside the pitch, off the pitch, to help them improve and get better and to perform better during the games, I would be the happiest person there. And likewise, man, we would be happy to keep you here, and I'm glad that you're staying, man. Bloody hell, people. Nico, don't be such a beck. Hello. But yes, that was in the comments, by the way. But yeah, it's good news. Cheeky as well added, Cheeky Briggenstein said, Fernandinho's contribution to Man City cannot be overstated. He's an outstanding footballer, one of the best in the world in position, and an exemplary professional. Since he arrived in 2013, it's been that long already. Cheeky didn't say that, I said that. He said, since he arrived in 2013, his attitude and consistency have been exceptional, and he's developed into one of the most influential players. He's a captain, he's our captain, our leader, and it is a position that he has excelled in. There are a number of talented young players in our squad, and therefore it's vital we have somebody with Fernandinho's knowledge and experience. He remains an important player for us, and we're delighted he's committed to another year. Yep, we all are, man. We all are. We really are. Genuinely, I love him. I absolutely love him. And I'm really, really happy about this because I mean, he's just brilliant, man. He's just brilliant, genuinely. The more we see Fernandinho in a Manchester shirt, the better. This is brilliant news. I can see him retiring at City now, says Tom. Hopefully, mate. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I want him to stay. My ideal pathway for Fernandinho is that I want him to stay for this year and then possibly go into coaching next year. And I do think Manchester City should keep him around the club. That experience and that leadership, it's been widely stated that he was really influential in turning City's form around last season when he had a bit of a meeting with the players. And that experience and that maturity is something that you can't really buy. I mean, you can try to, but you can buy an experienced player, but they need the respect within the squad, having been there and done that and been down in the trenches. It really is. You can't buy it. There's no monetary value because it just takes time to accumulate, and we need to understand how respected people like Fernandinho are in this squad, and that comes once again from being there, from doing it, from earning that respect and that trust from your compatriots, you know. And that he's a fantastic player, and he's ours as well. I love Fernandinho. I absolutely love him. I mean, it's quality. Daniel reckons he should be an assistant to Pep after he retires. He 100% should be around the club. Abhishek wanted to manage Man City one day. Imagine, mate. I don't know how good a coach he's going to be, but what I will say is he's definitely smart enough. He reads people well enough. He's, obviously has respect of his fellow pros. He's clearly intelligent. You can tell by the way he plays the game. And he speaks really well as well. And obviously he's got a leadership kind of trait. I love him, man. He's a master of the dark arts. And I think he genuinely is one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. Fans of other teams don't quite realise how good he is. He is that good. I know Kante's brilliant. He really is. Kante's incredible. Fernandinho at his best is as good. He really is as good as Kante, and I mean that. Not in these days, maybe, but I do think he's up there. He was world class as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Fernandinho is just a sensational player, and people don't really realise it because of his age as well. How old is he now? How old's Fernandinho? Is he 35? My age. The old man. 36 now, actually. He's older than me. That makes me feel a little bit better. But it's good. It's very, very good. Someone asked, why does City have difficulty selling players? It's because we're always on the back foot straight away. Because clubs know we don't need them. So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. That's why we have difficulty selling players. Unfortunately, that's it. But I'm very happy about this. I'm really, really happy about it. I did not underestimate someone like him being around the club and the actual importance of it for another year. I mean, he might not play much next year, and to be honest, if he doesn't play much next year, that's probably not a bad thing as well. Someone's asked me to make the volume a bit higher. Hopefully, that's a bit better for you. If he doesn't play much here, that's probably a good thing. It means Rodri's had a great season. He's playing really well, but do not underestimate that experience around the dressing room and what he can do, and obviously him stepping in every now and then would be really, really useful for the squad. I do honestly think City have got some great young players, so I'd really like just City to wait off. I really honestly personally wanted City to wait another year before committing to buying another DM, just because I do really rate some of the young players you've got. Like Romeo Lavia's a great player, Tommy Doyle's a great player. He won't get the chance, Tommy Doyle, I don't think, but he's a great player. But Romeo Lavia in particular, I'm really, really excited by. He reminds me a little bit of Camavinga. He's such an intelligent player, graceful, reads the game really well. Absolutely, he's like I would say Romeo Lavia reminds me of who does he remind me of? A bit of Verratti, I would say, a little bit Verratti-esque. Either way, he reads the game brilliantly, and he's just an excellent technician. And I want him another year round. Fernandinho, and maybe by the time Fernandinho goes, he's ready to step into the backup role as Rodri, and eventually maybe take over one day. It's good news. It's good news, and I want to see that because he's that special a talent, in my opinion. And that's a big claim. It's a big claim, but you never know. You never know. And if you sign someone now, he's not going to get a chance at all. So we'll see. Of course, we do need other positions as well. So a midfielder to me right now, a defensive midfielder, does not feel like the necessary... It doesn't seem like the necessary spot, man. Like, we need a number 9, clearly. We really do need a number 9. Kistner saying, Stephen, us foreign lad fans don't get to see anything of all the young lads. Can you not watch Man City Plus? That'd be interesting. Can you not watch Man City Plus, by the way, mate? I'm not sure where it's open to. Is Man City Plus only UK only? Because I watch the EDS games on there, so I'm not sure, if City's own thing is open to the rest of the world or not. But he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He's Lavia. He's a fantastic young player. Thanks very much, Martin. Martin saying excited for my Twitch. Basically, Twitch approached me, twitch.tv/Esteemed Company. Twitch approached me and said, we want you to do loads of streaming and we'll put you part of our accelerator program, i.e. I'm officially working with Twitch, which is great. And I said yes, actually. So as of July, I'm going to do lots of little laid-back kind of like browsing the City Twitter, browsing the City news kind of streams on Twitch, and it'll be great fun. So I'm going to be doing that, very, very regularly. So I want you all guys to join in and join me on twitch.tv/Esteemed Company. Go there right now, and we'll be chatting on there. So I'm very happy about that. Romeo Lavia is only young, it's true, but he's a special talent for what I will say. Special talents can break through. Look how Foden started training with the first team at 17. I'm not saying he's going to do that. But I will say he's one to definitely keep an eye on. Grealish coming, I don't know, is the honest answer. I would say it entirely depends on someone going. I'm going to keep saying that because I think it's true. I think Man City would sign Grealish if someone goes. He's the replacement for someone. He's the backup option. That's what I think it is. Forcing the lap. Abubakar, he's brilliant. I don't think Man City are going to play him, though, unfortunately. Pep's really cautious about young players. He seems to only play young players if they're like... I mean, look how long it took for Foden to get into the team, and Foden's a generational talent. He's super, super cautious, genuinely. So Delap's great, but I feel like he has to go on loan and prove himself first, unfortunately, which is shite because I feel like he should just get some games too. But that's how Guardiola rules, He's always going to choose Jesus or Ferran Torres or a false 9 over a young kid, which is not how I would manage. But then again, I can't tell Guardiola how to manage because he knows a thing or two about this, and I do. Did I see the jacket Fernand was wearing? No, Crest. I didn't actually. I genuinely didn't. I told Asan about Lavia, Nico. I told him about him. He asked me how good he is, and I told him how good he was. So it's very much, I watch all the EDS games and all that kind of stuff. Would you like a loan or integrate Cole Palmer like Phil Foden? I would love to integrate Cole Palmer. I just don't. Realistically, I think we may struggle to make that happen just because of the squad places and all that kind of stuff. I would definitely play him. I know City really, really rate Cole Palmer. I chat to some people at City and every now and then, and I know they really, 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 they really rate him, like a lot. But once again, it goes back to that caution in the squad size, and any coach in the world would choose to play Mahrez over Cole Palmer. It's because they choose experience, and rightfully so, and I get it. I mean, I would like it occasionally if they didn't, but they will never upset the squad, and they'll always play the experienced guys. So maybe a little bit of luck is needed for Cole Palmer to get some games. Maybe he'll play in the Carabao Cup games or the early FA Cup rounds or something like that. Or if you get the job done in the Champions League early on, he'll get on in some later group stages. But it'll be difficult for him. But if he does play like 5 or 6 games next season, Cole Palmer, it isn't the end of the world. And I'd be happy for that. Elrog saying, "Oh, while you're here, Steve, love seeing how you've fallen place into recent months. Perfect person to represent our fan base. Cheers for the good work." Oh, mate, I don't represent any fan base. I just chat about football with you guys. But thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. I try not to be the dickhead. I think we need someone, all right, but I definitely don't rep us. But I'm glad people are enjoying the content anyway. Yeah, I would recommend subscribing to City Plus, by the way. It's about £1 a month, which is obviously, not everyone has £1 a month, but it's pretty cheap as far as things go. And I watch CDS games. You can get all the match replays and all that kind of stuff. Varun Pandey, do I think Pep's going to win his Champions League? I mean, we just got to the Champions League final. We got it wrong, but we learned from last year. Then we failed again, but we did learn and get better. So I think eventually he'll get it right. Yeah, I do. I think we will get it right. It's painful to get there. You've got to bear in mind, the winning the first one is the hardest one to do. It always is, and after that, it becomes an awful lot easier. But yeah, I do. I mean, I can't look. If we can get to the Champions League final, even if we messed it up against a very good team, by the way, why can't we win? Why can't we win it? I just don't see why we can't win it. Literally, we play that game again and we probably do win it. That's the thing. That's how it works. I can't. It's just logical to say that we can win it. It's just logical. It may take a few years. I don't know. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, I believe it. I have to believe it because it's common sense to believe it. It's not easy and we might get it wrong. Of course we may get it wrong. I'm not going to pretend it's going to happen, but I'm a logical person. And to say that Man City will never win the Champions League is not a logical thing to do. It's not. It's emotional. It's not rational. Because the trajectory of City in the Champions League has only really gone like that. It's felt slow, but we used to struggle to get out of the, to get past the last 16, and we used to struggle in the group stages. And now we don't ever do any of those things. City have got better and better and better in the Champions League over the years. Until last season, we got as far as we ever have done. So we need to remember that basically. Limpish asked what you think about Keiki on Instagram. Still the same thoughts, mate. I've not really seen Keiki, so I couldn't tell you. But I'm always going to call him Keiki, basically. Don't worry. But I've not watched the Brazilian league, so I couldn't tell you about that. Next season Champions League, if we meet non-English teams, play a false nine sometimes in a strike of the bench required. Maybe a Man City fan. Let's see what our team looks like next season, because none of us would be saying a year ago play a false nine, would they? None of us would be saying that. I guess the point I'm making is that football is so fluid and it changes that we have no idea how City will line up next season in terms of the players, personnel, or the tactics. So I'm just going to judge it by where we are in a few months from now, because I don't even know what Pep's going to be doing. I don't know what the team will look like. I don't know how we'll play. I mean, you got to bear in mind, there's always someone who gets better or comes out of nowhere. Someone will have a season next year that we weren't expecting. No one's expecting Gundogan to score so many goals last season. No one's expecting Foden to end up being a left winger. We just need to play it by ear. I'm not going to project too far ahead because you just don't know what's going to happen. No one knew in August that Diaz was going to come in and be player of the year and all this kind of stuff for us potentially. You just never know. What do we get the Griezmann rumours? Probably a load of nonsense. I think he'll stay at Barcelona. He will stay at Barcelona. I'm almost certain he'll stay at Barcelona. Because they'll want him to. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Varane could explode, Cameron. Maybe you're right. Varane could have a breakout season. He might not. He might struggle. It could be that, it could be touch wood, it doesn't happen. It could be that one of the defender gets injured and Ake has an outstanding season. You just never know in football, and nothing ever surprises me. So I'm not going to project too far ahead because it's just a long way ahead. So I'm not saying any word that I don't know what it means. I know you said it means hello, but I don't know that, and I'm not being caught out because I know people. I'm going to Google it, but people get people to say things. And then they trip it up and put it on Twitter. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna say it. Sorry, pal. But I'll say hello to you anyway. Varane was great last night, by the way. I was really impressed with Varane. He's a good player, isn't he? He's a really good player, Varane. A quality player, and he's got a lot of talent. He's got an awful lot of talent. And I will be cautious on Varane for next season, but I would not be surprised whatsoever. He just needs to find his role in the Manchester City side. We're going to sign... I've Googled it, by the way. It does seem to say hello. Is it Dumoulin? Is that how you say it? Dumoulin. I caution, my disclaimer here, someone asked me to say that, and if it means anything bad, I didn't mean it. But I've Googled it, and someone does say it says hello. So there you go. He's a striker according to Cameron. Maybe he is, man. Maybe he is. I don't know, but is he a Manchester City level striker? Time will tell. Time will tell on that front. But yeah, I love Ferran. He's a fantastic player, and we have to wait and see how he gets on. He's honestly quality. I can only recommend City Plus. Yeah, likewise, Roger. Oh, I got it right, Kotso. The matches yesterday, by the way, were fantastic. Just pure football brilliance. I am not expecting anything like that later on. Genuinely, I'm expecting it to be a terrible, terrible game. Liam, stop spamming, please, mate. It's very, very annoying. I don't know what NDL even means either, but I'm going to put you in timeout because it's annoying. AA12, it's probably not true, mate. I wouldn't think... Grealish is not signed yet. He's not. I mean, City are interested, but he's not signed yet. He's just not. No chance, in my personal opinion. We'll have to be a little bit more cautious about that. Liam, I've stop it, Liam. I've put him a timeout anyway because he's annoying everyone. No one likes you, Liam. How do you feel about that, mate? Do you think Grealish is done deal yet? No, he's not. He's not a done deal yet. He's not. He's not at all. He's not. But he could be one day. He could be, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think we need to honestly. We won't know until. I would say until we see a movement potentially from another player. Bernardo basically being back now is interesting. If there's any. If there's any truth in the Bernardo reports that he wants to go unknown instead of next week, by the way, we really will, because that's when they'll start to decide if he moves on. And after that, that's when we'll find out, man. That's when we'll find out. But guys, I just wanted to jump on about Fernandinho. It's excellent news. It really is excellent news. I will be live or doing a video later on as well if any breaking news happens. But I will be doing one after the England game. The England game is going to be interesting. We'll see. For now, though, thank you so much for watching. Fernandinho signed a new contract. It's big, big news. Love you all loads. Like, comment, subscribe. Come on, City. In a bit. Bye-bye.